Assalamu alaikum and kia ora everyone. It's Muneeb from Social Driving Academy, and today I'm coming at you from the Melbourne city in Australia, and I've rented out a Kia Sportage over the last couple of days and have been driving it around from budget cars at the airport in Melbourne. And here's a little bit of a review. So it's a Kia Sportage SUV. It looks like a recent model. However, it's really hard to tell what year it is because you're not required to display a registration label here. So we don't have any labels on the outside. And what I've come to learn here is that you're not required to do any sort of warrant of fitness or certificate of fitness. So there isn't a label for that neither. So in terms of the vehicle itself, I'm kind of disappointed because, for one, it's a Japanese import. So the entire dash and that are in Japanese or Korean. I am not too sure. But that's the dash there. So you've got the speedometer on the left-hand side, the fuel gauge as well on the left-hand side, the dash in the center there. What I do like about the vehicle is that it identifies the speed limit within the area. I think it might be doing that via the signs. It's picking up on the signs and it's displaying the speed limit in the center of the dash, which is a cool little feature when you go to a new country. And then obviously the river meter on the right hand side, and then the temperature gauge. It's done some 31,000 Ks thus far, and it's 11 degrees here in New Zealand. Here it's 11 degrees here in Melbourne. With the steering controls, the steering wheel control, it's got the height adjustment as well as the telescopic adjustment. So you can pull out the steering wheel for those with shorter arms and push away the steering wheel for those with longer arms. You've got the volume control and the speaker mobile settings on the left hand side, and then the cruise control and the lane assist and the sensor control on the right hand side. So with the cruise control, it's that button there to set it on and then to increase your speed or decrease the limit of the speed. Your lane assist, your steering lane assist on the bottom left here there. So what that does is that it identifies when the road is turning or there's a corner coming up, and it just gives you a slight nudge with the steering wheel to let you know that you've got to steer in that direction. It's a little bit of a scary feature there if you're not familiar with it, and it catches you by surprise. So be aware that with these newer vehicles, some of those have that turned on, and I guess if I press that on, then what it does is that it displays the icon, which maybe means that it's turned off. Hold it down. Oh yeah, and that turns that off. So there's two functions within that. A tap is to turn the steering wheel thing on, and then hold down and press is that lane assist. I think it's that lane assist that we probably want turned off. Cool. Your headlights adjustment on the right hand side there. So that's the lowest number there is the highest angle, the headlights angle to the highest setting there. And if you tilt that down and take it to the highest number setting, then what that does is that it lowers the head beam angle so that you're not blinding people with your headlights. And then obviously the skid control there on the right hand side button, and then the handbrake pull out to turn on and push away to turn off. Cool. And then you've got your side mirror controls there, the door lock, the window controls. And then over here in the center console here, you've got again that dash in Japanese. I'm not sure how I've ended up with an import vehicle when I've rented from Budget Control. So I'm quite disappointed. Budget car rentals, Melbourne, Victoria. When someone comes to hire a vehicle, you really want that in English so that you can use the full functionality of the vehicle. And then you've got your air conditioning and your temperature control there, and the directional dials there, the air conditioning, the cigarette lighter port, and the USB, which is quite cool, and the micro USB-C. And then an automatic with, I haven't used the rest of these settings here, but there's the parking sensor button on the left, the reverse camera there. I think the cruise control speed delimiter, and maybe hill hold, and then auto hold. So that's the Kia Sportage. Yeah, I was looking quite forward to driving the vehicle. It's nice and spacious. It's a 5-seater here. The seating has the multi-directional control, so up, down, backrest, and forwards and backward control adjustment. Overall, it's reasonable. It's nice, spacious in the back there as well. Lots of boot space. But budget rentals, why have you given me a imported vehicle and you haven't even converted the dash into English for your international travelers and their experience? Totally disappointed. And similarly, the outside of the car, it's dirty. I picked up the vehicle at about midnight, so I wasn't able to have a good look around. And then I just found that it hadn't been washed. It was really dirty on the outside, particularly the back. So let's head outside, and I'll just quickly show you the outside of the vehicle too. Here we go. So that's the Kia Sportage. I mean, it looks nice. It's got some nice rims. It's got the blind spot mirror monitoring as well, the blind spot monitoring. So when you go to change lanes, it'll give you an alert in the mirror there. The icon there will turn red to let you know that there's a vehicle on your side. You can't quite see all the grit, but yeah, there you go. You can see the grit nice and clearly there. Just what a poor experience. I mean, you've come as an international traveler, you've paid money, and then you get given a dirty car. That's no good budget rentals. Probably unlikely that I'm going to be booking in with you guys again. And then the rest of the vehicle there. Cool, so that's my review of the Kia Sportage. I'm not too sure what year it is. It's probably, 2002, 2003. It looks like a late model. Overall, not too bad, but generally, it's got all of the range of sort of features that you would want on it, except for the dashboard. It's not in English, it's in Japanese. So budget travel, sort that out. All right then, and that's the Kia Sportage. Kia ora.